If you guys have not seen or watched anything related to Kingdom Hearts 2.8 or just Kingdom Hearts back cover, the full movie that's been rotating all over YouTube, I suggest that you guys watch that before you click on this video. With that being said, here comes the opening credits, and I apologize for the jumping footage. I don't know what's going on right now with my camera.
It's shy.
Okay, he quickened the pace, it's the lesson to wait. He taking the train and he out of this place. Pills on pills, it's the lesson of pain. He dreaming, but when will he wake? When will he break? I guess all he can do is keep lowering the gas. The crown, the gold kind of blurring.
What's going on, nomads, party people, and strangers everywhere across the internet? My name is V, and welcome back to one of my favorite shows that I made last year of Nomadic Opinions.
I love this moment so much I want to have sex with it.
Nomadic Opinions, the show where I try my best to share my own opinion on things that just kind of catch my eye. If not entirely catch my eye. My eyes gotta be everywhere. But why am I bringing up my eye that weirdly? Because of who we're talking about from the thumbnail, right here! Today's Nomadic Opinion is on the new Kingdom Hearts character that came out during the Kingdom Hearts game of Unchained Kai and the backstory Kai in Kingdom Hearts 2.8, the Master of Masters.
So, did you look through the book?
Now, when it comes to the Master of Masters, first introduced from the backstory of how the entire Keyblade War happened, this kind of introduces a whole new plot thread to this convoluted, wibbly-wobbly storyline that is the Kingdom Hearts lore. But this time, turning it on its giant whole heel turn, that it falls into Sword Art Online's giant canyon-sized anus of confusion. For those of you that do not know, I'm sorry. The Master of Masters is one of the original Keyblade people that taught 6 different students, making him one of the original 7 of the entire lore so far. Meaning that there might have been another person that taught the Master of Masters, but we're not going to get into that whole convolution. Anywho, the Master of Masters instructed each of his disciples one task each that kind of led into a big whole betrayal scenario for 5 of them, whose names I will not say, but I will just show on the screen here.
The reliable Ira, the virtuous Envy, the fearless Aced, the prudent Ava, the cool-headed Gula.
And the final apprentice that he had of Lushu, he entrusted with a specific task away from the 5 of holding on to a Keyblade that had his own living eye embedded in the blade.
Ew! Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
Yes, that's very fucking gross, dude. You don't put your own fucking eyeball on a sword. Ugh. However, this kind of gives into backstory into Xehanort's Keyblade from the other parts of the game about why it looks so fucking creepy. And it doesn't even stop being weird there. Oh my god. I need a minute past me. Can you take over for the rest of this? Which means that for some odd reason, the Master of Masters wants the Keyblade to be going forward and forward through time so that he can see the entire future to then give the Book of Prophecies to his disciples in order to then enact the Keyblade War without knowing the conclusion of what's happening. Meaning that it's apparently the mastermind tactics of a guy that ripped out his own eye to put inside a Keyblade, then make sure that 5 of his people enacted an entire betrayal arc of trying to kill each other and certain people that followed under them, while having his own disciple hold on to a chest and his Keyblade with his own eye in it. And oh my god, this is so fucking convoluted and stupid.
This is starting to sound like a bad comic book plot.
Anywho, regardless about all that going on and all that confusion,
Oh, let's break it down!
the whole thing about my opinion with the Master of Masters kind of goes into how this affects the entire lore itself. Because for the longest time, we all thought that it was either Ansem the Secret of Darkness after the first game, And now after several games, we're now thinking that it's some guy named Xehanort. But now that we've introduced the Master of Masters, that leads into a whole new web of why the Master of Masters is now the central antagonist that kind of made this entire event happen, involving the Keyblade War, the birth of Xehanort's Keyblade, the birth of the timeline scenario, the Ansem Secret of Darkness storyline, the Nobody storyline, all of that regarding back to the Master of Masters, and kind of going into the motivations of why would Tetsuya Nomura make this the whole center about all of these problems in the Kingdom Hearts world. Did he think that we need another retcon that kind of went shit all over the place? Did he think that we needed someone to actually blame because he knew we couldn't get him in this third game that's coming out, probably in about 1 to 2 years? Or did he just want to make someone that was so mysterious that we had no choice but to hate him but feel intrigued?
It's a secret.
There's so many different variables involving the Master of Masters that the more you just try to understand who he is and what he is, the more you're just aggravated and feeling frustrated at how there are no real answers to why he's doing this, other than he's just trying to see the future by having his disciple pass his Keyblade on from student to student through the ceremony of transference, or whatever the fuck it's called. And then there's the thing involving the mysterious chest that he briefly mentioned to Lushu. With that being a key element and everyone seeing that in Kingdom Hearts 2.8 that Lushu is still technically around, why is the chest only there for now, if only for an Easter egg for probably a secret ending, revealing that the Master of Masters is probably living inside the chest as the ultimate bad guy of bad guys that surpasses Heartless and Nobodies. So I guess from my own opinion that you guys can dissect from is, I'm honestly kind of perplexed to why Tetsuya Nomura did this. Did he just try to make it so we had less hatred for Master Xehanort in the whole final fight between the organization and the Seven Lights? Did he just want to create an even bigger antagonist for Kingdom Hearts 4 as soon as the Xehanort saga is over? There's so many different variables with this that it kind of boggles the mind into what is Tetsuya Nomura's big plan for this unknown antagonist. And I want to know more because it's driving me insane how this whole retcon upon retcons has happened. I want more details, I want more elaboration, I want more everything with this mess. But I guess until then, I'll just sit on these whole theories I have and just wait to see what happens with the Master of Masters in the future, as I also join the other fans and wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 to finally fucking come out, Tetsuya Nomura. We want it. No! We've waited years, you son of a